Greetings, beloved beings of light. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you're having a most beautiful and blessed day. We have another auction for all of you for a fundraiser for our channel. So thank you, everyone. I wanted to transmit our gratitude to all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. You know, we couldn't be doing this work, over the last 5 years I've been here. I've had this YouTube channel over 14 years, have about 5,000 videos. So I couldn't have been doing it this long without all of your support. So we're very grateful for each and every one of you. We have a beautiful crystal here today. Now this crystal is very special to us. It's been in my care for over 6-7 years. This is a quartz crystal. To really feel into this energy, this beautiful quartz. It's been in many ceremonies and teachings. I use these crystals for our healing ceremonies, and when I teach spiritual arts, metaphysical arts, Buddhist, Taoist arts. So this will be, for this week, we've been doing these auctions to help us make ends meet. YouTube's been heavily suppressing. They're still continuing to suppress. So the best way to help support our work and mission, help us continue to bring these daily transmissions, the transmissions we do every day here on YouTube. We'd like to keep them on YouTube and keep them free to the world. So we need more support. YouTube continues to lower the monetization. That is the money we make from the ads. So we're trying to, make ends meet in other ways. That's why we're doing these auctions. I'm offering other teachings and training. So thank you everyone this month also that signed up for our wealth transfer training. We had many people sign up for that, so that was great. But we also had many people drop out again this month and last month in our pledges on Patreon. So some of them, because the payment didn't go through. So if you could do us a huge favor and, check and make sure your payment went through for the month, that would help us out greatly. And, a monthly pledge will help us continue to bring these transmissions to our channel on YouTube and keep them free, for the duration of this, mission here. We're doing our best to help get these teachings and activations and transmissions out to help awaken people from the matrix. We're doing the best we can, and so it would help us out greatly too. Every video we put out, if you like, leave a comment and share it. That's what helps get more people to view, get more people to our channel to subscribe, and then potentially support us on Patreon. So we appreciate you all and everything you're doing for us. So again, this beautiful quartz crystal, now this is imbued with the energy of the Reiki energy of my sacred condor and I. You see, we do very powerful healing ceremony every month on Patreon, and we offer it to people that send in donations the past month. So we'll be sending those out in the next couple of days. That'll be this weekend. Every month we do a special remote healing ceremony, my sacred condor and I, the eagle and the condor, and we use these crystals to help magnify and empower our energy. We call vital life force, our chi, our prana. See, this is our Reiki energy. You see, my sacred condor and I are Reiki practitioners. We do these monthly ceremonies at the end of every month, so you can sign up for the $5 a month. That helps us get continue to do these transmissions. And we put out a post the last week of the month, and you can just sign up there. It's remote. We don't put it through video. It's a distance healings, but it's at a time and date, usually the last Saturday or Sunday of the month, or a special day aligning with new moon or whatnot. So that's at whitegoldeagle.com. That's the best way to help support us, so we know we're getting enough funds to pay our bills and that. So again, in the description below, we'll put a link. This will be on eBay. It'll be another 3-day auction starting at $1. So this has been used in many ceremonies. It's been on our altar for years. So this is encoded with the divine union codes of the eagle and the condor, and also, has many powerful energies in it. Just being a crystal itself, it's, this came from a healing shaman, and it has our medicine within this crystal, so you can feel into it. Just feel into the, put your awareness in your heart center and feel into the energy of this quartz. This holds a lot of information and keys and codes within this special crystal here. So you can use this in ceremonies, put it on your altar if you have an altar, or gift it to someone, whatever resonates with you, you can use that. So we have a lot of energies coming in. It's been intense these last couple of weeks with the Lion's Gate, the fire energies. We shifted into Virgo season, Virgo energies. This is the time of the harvest, so the energy is going to rise up. It's going to start cooling down. We've had a massive heat wave here in the Pacific Northwest. A couple of days ago it was 104 degrees. Today about 94, 95. So we have a couple more days of this massive heat wave flowing in through. This is the whole West Coast. What was it? Death Valley in California. When we had 104, they were 124, which isn't that uncommon for Death Valley, which is one of the portals that I visited. Those that followed that journey of me coming from the east to the west to be with my condor, many powerful things and synchronicities happened to me in Death Valley. There were 2 different days where a pack of wild horses came right up to me, and one bowed to me, the white mare, that one let me touch it on the forehead. It was very special. And after I spent some time with these wild horses, they surrounded me in this beautiful valley surrounded by these magical mountains. It was so mystical. And a guy pulled up as I was walking back in my car, and he had told me he had been driven. It's like one road that goes in and out of Death Valley. It's where Arizona, Nevada, and California kind of meet in that corner, very close. That one road, if you've been there, you know what road I'm talking about. And this guy said he's driven up and down this road every day for 2 years, and never saw horses on this road. So it was very special, that this happened. Someone's trying to sneak in behind me here. They didn't know I was recording. Should have put a note on the door. But so we, there's a very special moment of, many moments. I went through many different portals, that several I trained with the Gold Dragon Master of the Kunlun lineage, beginning in Portland in 2011, then in Mount Shasta in Weed, right outside Mount Shasta, and Diana, the 2 gold dragons of one of the lineages I trained in many years and have taught for many years, the Taoist and Buddhist lineage. And so Shasta 2012, I was training with the gold dragons, and then Sedona 2013. So I followed that path back through, because when I met the Gold Dragon Master, the Taoist Master, Qing Feng Dao Shi, it means pure wind man of the Tao. I took on that lineage. I trained as an apprentice under, he's a very powerful shaman of the Blue Wolf clan of Mongolian shamanism, and Nyingma master, Tibetan Buddhism. So I trained Nyingma and Mao Shan from Mao Shan Mountain. You see, one of the martial arts I trained in Mao Shan, thunder palm. I'm forbidden to even demonstrate to another human. That's some of these powerful traditions. You take on the lineage and you take the vows to, keep these things only amongst, some yourself, some only to your students, that you train. We don't want, that knowledge to get into the wrong hands or be used for nefarious means, you see. Because I'm also with the White Dragon Nation, protectors, guardians of the human race and of the children, and our divine feminines, our divine goddess, and my sacred condor. So I followed those portals. You see, when I trained with the masters in Portland in 2011, my sacred condor was very close at the time. I didn't even know she was in the realm at this time, but it opened a portal. It opened that portal for the eagle and the condor to reunite our energies, connected. 2011, we didn't meet till 2020. 2020, she reached out to me, uh, through the internet and that was when I realized that, yes, she was in this realm. I remembered her. We've been together for all eternity, but we had to separate for 47 years to go on different missions to reunite through this end time, this end of the false 3D matrix and into the new 5D creatrix, which we talk about in our daily transmissions. So this intense energy, as we're shifting, seasons here, and we're going into the eclipse seasons. We have a lunar and solar eclipse coming up in September, and the equinox, right around the 21st, 22nd. You can look that up, online, the exact dates of these eclipses. We're talking about them already in the transmissions, and we'll be talking more about that. And then we also have the 999 portal coming up here on the 9th of September. So this is a massive portal too, of this great awakening, this great shift, that's going to help catalyze some of these energies we've been working with and integrate, and also help expand upon these powerful waves coming in today. As I'm preparing for tonight's transmissions, it takes me all day to prepare and update the website and get everything together. And then it takes me a few hours to record, edit, upload. So I'm working 24/7 here for all of you and for our mission, and doing the best we can. So again, we're grateful. We appreciate each and everyone supporting us in any way that you can through YouTube memberships. All these little pieces come together to help us make ends meet every month. So we're grateful for you and couldn't be doing it without you. So namaste. Thank you very much. And also thank you all very much for your beautiful comments about our little angel boy, Silver. He's doing great. He's doing amazing. And it's been a lot of work. I didn't realize I've never raised a puppy. You see, my sacred condors always had dogs. I've always had cats. Now we have cats and dogs. Now, but we both love, our kitties and doggy nations. But, her Sobes passed away a couple of years ago. Her Roddy, her Rottweiler, that her Mama Bear, my sacred condor's mother, was able to take care of the last couple of years. We couldn't have her where we're living. So we're very grateful for her. And she had a beautiful life the last couple of years. Mama Bear has a beautiful sanctuary in town where we're staying. And we were able to bring Silver over there a couple days ago to play with her doggy that I gifted her when I came out, the little Shine, the corgi, little beautiful corgi girl. She's so cute. And they just had a great time. Silver just loves other doggies and loves everyone. He's the sweetest thing. And he's getting so big, but a lot of work. I didn't know, raising a puppy, like, we're getting less sleep, Mama's, my sacred condors potty training him and living in an apartment. I didn't know about this parvo thing and this and that. And like, you can't take him out. So we had to spend a real trip, I could say. We had my condor bought these like pads from online that, because we can't take it out to like public grass, or could get this parasite that could kill it. I didn't know anything about this. I'm like, no one told me about these. But you learn as you go, I haven't had a dog since I was a kid, a child, and never raised a puppy before, so I didn't know these little things. So we, came up with a solution, because we have like a balcony, a concrete balcony. So we put down a tarp and we tried these pads from online that were like $40 for, the doggy wouldn't even use it. So my condor found these found this video, like use sod, it's like grass they roll up that you can roll down, in dirt. So that's been working very well, so we have to take them out, multiple times a day and change the sod every few days. And so at Home Depot for $20, you can get 2 rolls, and that lasts, a week, so this will only go on until he gets his last shot in a couple of weeks, and then another couple of weeks. So we'll be very happy when we can start taking him for walks and, take him outside to use the potty instead of on the porch. So it's been a wild ride. It's a trip, you never know till you do it. So, but, I know he's getting so big, and he just such a little love and brings so much joy to our family, our children, and to my condor and I. We're in love with this little guy, and everyone he meets, he's the cutest thing. So I'm going to go grab him here for a minute to show you all. He's getting so big, but he might go, every time he sees me, he goes berserk, because I'm mostly in here on the computer all day working. I'll go visit him, and he'll get all excited and jump on me and lick me, then I come back here, and then so let me go grab him real quick so you can see this, so you can, take on, feel the energy of this beautiful little creature. Is he transmits so much love into this world, his angelic energy. And our kitties are sleeping in the bathroom here. They're so cute, and they're getting used to each other, but they're still very skeptical. He's got a lot of energy, but he's very good with the kitties. He was raised with these Maine Coons, so he's at least understands their behavior. When the little puffy hisses at him, he gets real low to the ground. It's really cute. So we're hoping they get used to each other here, and things will go good. So I'll be right back. Come on, little boy. You guys see these guys? I'm gonna shut the door. Okay, honey. Look at this guy here. Look how big this guy is. That's my big boy right here. Yes. He is a big one. So heavy. God, he's growing like a beans. There we go. Silly boy. Silly boy. There's Puffy. He's trying to see him. There's my boy. There's my silly boy. What is it? Okay. That's him, Puff. That's your brother. All right. There we go. He's a little whirlwind of joy. He's got a lot of energy, that guy. I think that, let's see here. That light got weird. Oh yeah, he's a lot of fun, that guy. So you could see the two there, they just getting to know each other here. That was very cute. So there we have it. So yeah, little kitty's blinking at me. She's so cute. Little Puff. Yeah, so again, we have the crystal. We'll have this auction on eBay. We'll have the link in the description below. It'll be for the next 3 days. So thank you all for joining us today. Thank you for your love, your blessings, and your support. We appreciate you all. Have a most beautiful, blessed day and a very powerful eclipse season. Namaste. Aho.